Greetings and salutations, gamers. My name is Kyle, also known as Gamers Weekend, and welcome back to the Dark Souls Deathless Challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing and I realized that I was not recording, so I feel pretty dumb about that. No, we're not going warrior. feel pretty dumb about that, but y'all don't care about that. You just care about seeing what's actually in the episode. Speaking of actually in the episode, last episode, we had some troubles getting through Berg after we suffered a very tilting death in the Darkroot Garden. But I think we are officially over the tilt, so hopefully we can make some good progress and not die a single time this episode. That would be absolutely swell. While I'm getting through the asylum, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that the channel is officially on an upload schedule. I know, consistency, I'm actually going to make a commitment towards it. I know, everybody get your, oh yeah, this time he's really going to be consistent. No, I promise this time. This is the time I do it. I promise. I'm throwing the schedule up now. Every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, there will be a new video on the channel. So weekends, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, there will be a new video on the channel 4 days a week. And on the other 3 days, every other day, the Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, if you want to see some other content, or if you're feeling a little bit thirsty for some more YouTube videos, you can head over to Todd's Gaming's channel. You can find him featured on my channel, or if I actually remember to, I will link his channel in the description below. He does some pretty cool stuff, so definitely should give him a chance. Check out some of his videos. He's currently doing his playthrough of the Darkest Dungeon, which is a really fun game, and I'm not gonna lie, he's made it much further into that game than I probably have most of the times I played that game. So I gotta give him some credit. Enough of that though, we're gonna get into today's set of attempts at Deathless Challenge here. Goal is to play a little more carefully, because honestly last time I was dying so much because I was playing like an absolute moron. So let's just see if we can take things a little slower. Not go for so many risky strats, I say, as I take an arrow to the frickin' shoulder. And see if we can make some progress today. I don't think I ever mentioned last video why I do this, but you always jumping attack there. You may have seen I did a little bit of damage before the plunging attack went off. That's because if you jumping attack, the jumping attack will connect before the game will register that it's a plunging attack, meaning you can get that extra jumping attack damage on your way down. It basically just speeds up the fight a little bit, makes it, I guess, easier because that's one free hit you get, and it, you know, overall just makes everything better. Okay, we can go ahead and level up our vitality, and I'm gonna get a bunch of levels in vitality and really focus on getting some equipment. Kind of the same game plan as before. I'm going to try and beat the Taurus Demon, get through Parish, and get some equipment from Darkroot Garden before I head over to take out the gargoyles. And depending on how long that takes, we will see what else we might be able to get done this episode. Okay, I don't think there's anything I really need to buy from this guy. I think I actually am going to make the decision to pick up... I'm gonna go ahead and pick up 25 large arrows from this guy. Because we will be getting a bow soon, and I think it would be smart for us to have some arrows on hand. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the merchant here, because I think I am gonna go Chaos Blade, just because I freaking love that weapon. Alright, first bonfire. Do we have enough to level up? I don't think so, but a man can dream, right? Yeah, not nearly enough. That'll be alright, though. Let's go ahead and check what we get from the little crystal bug here. Please be large. Chunk, not bad. I can break that down into large titanite. Alright, Taurus Demon, let's see what you got for me today. I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna play this very safe today. That's a pretty easy to avoid attack. I love it when you go for those wide swings. Those are very easy to avoid. Let's see what you go for here. Don't like that attack. That was super close. I am... Oh my god. Alright, he backed up quite a ways. He's gonna jump. Nice. That should be a kill. Nice! That was a very sketchy fight, but we made it out. So while we're by Solaire, who is in kind of the introduction to online play, I wanted to quickly say something about how online play is going to factor into this challenge. I'm not going to count any invasions as a death in the series because that's online, and I don't think it's really fair to include that. I mean, I could just play offline, but it's fine, whatever. I will say, though, if I do die to an online invader, obviously I'll be human at that point, and I'll just basically consider that a loss of humanity. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna... That's all that an invasion is basically going to mean in my playthrough, is that it is a loss of humanity. And nothing really more. That way, you know, because invaders can be hackers. You know, invaders can obviously hack the game and cause all sorts of issues, and it wouldn't really be fair to lose a deathless challenge to, like, a hacker or something like that. So we're just not going to include them. But I'm going to go ahead and farm up some souls. I know I was being pretty reckless in my other playthroughs, but I'm not taking any chances this time. So I'm going to go ahead and farm up. I'll be back when I am done farming up enough to get me some levels. So I'll be right back. One of the things I also wanted to point out is I know I've only gotten one so far, but something that's also pretty cool about this farming spot that I showed off last episode is it is still killing regular hollows, which means you do have a chance of having active humanity. You can see it in my top left corner. You can sometimes get active humanity from killing hollows, and, you know, active humanity also counts towards some of your resistances, as well as your item discovery, which is basically like luck with item drops. So it's also another cool thing that you get from this spot. Okay, I think I'm actually pretty good on souls now, so I'm going to go ahead and progress. I'll get another set of 555. That'll put me at 6,800. 7,200 is the number I'm looking for, 7,200. That gives me enough souls to buy 9 Titanite shards, which will upgrade a weapon all the way up to +5. So, that's kind of the number I'm looking for, because I want a pretty much fully upgraded weapon when I go in after gargoyles. So let's go ahead and rest here. And then we can actually run back out and pick up some of these items. Does mean we have to pick a fight with some archers, but we can sneak up on them. That's one archer down. Oh, I forgot these are parish archers. They're a little stronger. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Attack me. That's what I thought. Bitch. So we get ourselves a soul of a nameless soldier there and a claymore. Soul of a nameless soldier, I believe, is 800. I think it's 800 souls. And what the hell is going on here? 800 souls, and then a large nameless soldier soul, I believe, is 1,000. We're not one-shotting these guys anymore, so we definitely need weapon upgrades soon. And we're gonna go for this gate skip. As per usual, make sure we grab the key. We don't need to worry about reopening up the gate, because we are not going to come back this direction, because we have the key. No reason to. We're getting a little too spicy for my liking. More soldiers made it through than I thought would. There we go. Get that angle nice, and get a pretty good angle there. I believe this is the only armor we have so far. We'll go ahead and put it on. It's within our weight limits. Ooh. Be careful here. There we go. Almost died last time to those guys. And I'm not taking any chances. And we've got 7,800 souls. That's really nice. That'll let us get the Titanite shards to upgrade our club here. I'm not going to quite upgrade the Uji-Katana because my plan is to go into Chaos Blade with Pyromancies. So we'll probably look into that, upgrading the Uji-Katana. However, there are Black Knights around that I would like to take out, see if I can get a Black Knight weapon, because Black Knight weapons can be very good early on. It means I'm going to have to do a lot of soul farming, but I think it'll be well worth it. Okay, go ahead and pick up 9 Titanite shards here from Andre. And we can go ahead and reinforce our club. And that gives us a club +5. A much better attack stat than before. I want a little bit better of a shield before I go after the gargoyles. So I'm going to head down to the Darkroot Garden real quick. Well, Darkroot Basin, I guess I should say. And that'll also give us access to an armor set that I want to get a hold of. Let's go ahead and get through these demonic foliage. Also, I want the moss clump, so the more trips we go through here, the better. And that blooming purple one is a very good find. And I'm luring this guy over here. There's no way I'm letting gravity kill me again. Not this time. Alright, moss clump. Not quite. We do have 3 active humanity, so our chances of getting a moss clump are pretty high. Got some tight footing. I would usually go through here super fast, but again, I'm a bit worried about my gravity predicament. Alright, Darkroot Basin. There's a few items I want to pick up here. First of all, I want to kill this slug, see what kind of Titanite we can get off of it. Also, if we end up getting a Black Knight weapon, we'll have the extra twinkling Titanite to upgrade it. We're going to get more chunks. That's good. We have enough chunks to get us quite a bit of large Titanite. So we're going to go ahead and head over here. Those large Titanite shards are going to be really good to help us with upgrades. We can pick ourselves up a longbow, some arrows, and the leather armor. So that is super good. Am I medium rolling? I am. If we take off the gloves, I want to be fast rolling. There we go. Alright, so there's a Black Knight down here who has like one of the best weapons in the game. We're going to take the fight with him very slowly. I'm really down here for the grass crest shields. But we're going to go ahead and head in here. He cannot go inside of this cave. So we're going to head in here and equip that. Do we have the level for it? We do. Are we going to be fast rolling still? We are. Good stuff. So the grass crest shield has really good resistances, and it increases our stamina recovery rate. So how fast we get stamina back. It's also much more stable than that crappy little shield.
We're just very slowly fight this knight here. Take this nice and slow.
There we go. No Black Knight weapon, but we do get the Titanite chunk, and we get ourselves 1,800 souls. That is another level up, which is very welcome. So we got ourselves a grass crest shield. We had actually took the extra time already to get all of the extra Titanite that we wanted. I think we're in a pretty good spot. We've got a bow, we've got armor, and we've got grass crest. Oh, it's dead. Still a corpse from before. I think we're actually pretty well set up here. I think we can actually do some gargoyle fights. And by fights, I mean one. Because we're going to kill him on the first try. Right, guys? Right? Right? Alright, we'll see. I know I could go pick up the Elite Knight armor right now, but I don't want to take a chance with that, only because Elite Knight armor means, one, I have to go through a lot of dangerous enemies, and I do not even think I would be able to do much with it, because it's really freaking heavy. Again, just going to put some more power into our vitality. It is by far the most important stat, and we'll be getting a huge boost of vitality after the gargoyles. Because we will be getting a certain ring that will make things a lot easier for us. So, look forward to that. And a one-handed jump attacks now one-shot those guys, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and take this guy on. We do some pretty good damage, because we do have a crush weapon, which is something that this armor is not super resistant to. And that's a very smooth Heavy Knight fight. Only the Titanite shard. Some heavy armor would have been nice, I guess, but there's no bosses that we're really going to be tanking soon. I'm going to quickly send this elevator down, just in case. Actually, it might have been a good idea to go down with it. Refill my Estus flasks. I think we'll be okay. We have some humanity. we should be alright in the healing department. Alright, 2 shots for a Balder Knight. And Balder armor, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. This is kind of a dangerous room to go through. So I'm going to try my best to use some speedrunner strats to get through here. Clear the room without having to take on any enemies. That always feels good. So we've got a fully upgraded club. We've got lightning pine resin. Well, not a fully upgraded club, but as upgraded as we can before we get the other embers. I think we're in a very good spot here to take on a boss. The boss trigger is stepping in front of that next empty podium. So we're going to go ahead and use our gold pine resin. And let's take out the gargoyles. Okay, as we know, second one spawns when the first one starts to get low on HP. But look at that damage. Ooh. Should be able to stagger. Nope. I'd like to take him out if I can. There we go. Alright, we managed to kill the first gargoyle before the second one came out. Got the burst on him. Don't want to get caught in that fire. That is a stun lock waiting to happen. We're just going to back off here. Go back in. Playing this super safe. Some may say I'm playing it too safe. But again, don't want to take any chances. Fire, that's our cue to go in. This should be the kill. 1 and 2 shots. That's the victory. And really take advantage of when they breathe fire. That is the best way to win that gargoyle fight. Is just try to burst the first one down as quickly as possible. And then when the second one comes down, take advantage of when he breathes fire. So that's going to be another 10k souls, another boss down. And most importantly, that's going to allow us to ring the first bell of awakening. So that's 1 of 2. Very happy about that one. I'm not going to lie, that's pretty satisfying to see the first bell, but that is the first of many goals that we will have to accomplish on our way to the end of this game. So before we head back to the bonfire, we're going to quickly come down and talk to Oswald? I think is it Oswald? Yes, Oswald. We're going to learn the swag emote so we can style on some bosses. We're not getting a purging stone because I do not plan on dealing with curse. Plain and simple. I'm going to ignore curse as much as I can this game. And we're just going to grab some homeward bones. So that way we have them ready to go. Let's just go back to the last bonfire we rested at. And let's take a gander back. Alright, we can afford some level ups here. I'm going to go ahead and put it into strength and dexterity. So that we can start to get our combat stats up a little bit. And then we're immediately going to head back to Firelink Shrine. 1, so we have a larger amount of Estus flasks. 2, so we can get ourselves the ring I was talking about from earlier, which you can only get after the gargoyles unless you go to free a certain NPC, but I didn't want to waste my time with that. And 3, so we can upgrade... Did I already say upgrade our Estus flask? Oh, I said get more Estus flasks. Yeah, so we can go back up to 10, and I want to go ahead and upgrade our Estus flasks so they do more healing, which we can give that Firekeeper soul to the Firekeeper. Alright, back up to 10 Estus flasks instead of just 5. And we're going to go ahead and take out Lord Trek here. Oh, good thing we didn't punch him. You want to just kick him off. He's also going to give us some more souls in humanity. Alright, he dies, but the drop is like over a giant cliff right now, so we're just going to reset the game, and that'll let us pick up the drop right where he was sitting. Okay, so we should be loading in any second now, and we've got humanity and Ring of Favor and Protection. Boosts HP, stamina, and our equipment load. Look at that HP bonus. That is super nice, and that's only going to scale up as we go through the game. We're going to get an upgraded Estus Flask, and we are good to go. We still got some time left over for today, so the question is, where do I want to go next? I know for a fact we are going to have to probably take on Capra Demon so we can get the Ember. But Capra Demon is actually a pretty tough fight. Those dogs can really be something. We could also go straight to Blight Town. I don't have a lot of purple moss, though, so things could get a little dicey down there. There's also Pinwheel. Okay, so I'm going to go with what some might think is a little bit of a risky move, but I'm going to go for Pinwheel next. He's a boss in the Catacombs, which gives us the ability to upgrade the amount of Estus flasks we can get from a bonfire. Right now, the max we can get is 10. We can upgrade that to 20 by taking out Pinwheel. It also gives us one of 3 stat-boosting masks, either stamina recovery, which we already have on the shield. We can also get HP, which is the worst one. It's barely a boost. But there's also an increase to equipment load, which we could actually probably use. It would, that in conjunction with the Ring of Favor and Protection, we could maybe wear some pretty good armor and still be fairly fast. But in order to do this, we need to go through an area where there's several of these guys with the fire. They're called necromancers because they constantly bring these skeletons back to life. So we're gonna have to get through an area where we're basically not allowed to kill anything. And we're gonna have to make some pretty tricky jumps to skip through most of the enemies here. Just trying to get the timing right there. Although I've done this quite a few times, so I'm gonna let the skeletons, I'm gonna be patient here, let the skeletons do their thing. And that looks good. We're gonna back it up here. Drink some Estus. And then come down once again. Alright, there should be one more enemy that should drop down. Good. We're gonna drop down, drink some Estus. Alright, these wheel guys are the most annoying enemy in the game, bar none. So we need to be very careful. We can see they're running like that, and every little clink sound you hear is them proccing damage. So they can run us down really fast. They'll run straight through our shield, so we need to be very careful here. But I'm gonna wait for him to sort of calm down a little bit. We've got 2 of them. You can see they can just go and go and go. So we're just gonna listen for him and try to dodge them. There we go, that's one. Once we're through here, we're safe. There we go. Alright, now this boss fight is pretty easy, but it can still go pretty wrong pretty fast. So we need to be a little bit careful. So, do I want to use my resin here? I'm gonna need one for Quailag. I should be fine without it. So, Pinwheel, the thing is, he makes clones that can do a lot of damage. We can simply punch these to death. For the most part, he's a very simple boss with not a lot of HP. And we can just hit these with our bare hands because they will go down in a single hit. I don't know if that one got hit or not. I just heard Pinwheel teleport back into the boss fight. Oh, that is him. Okay, that's fine. This clone really does not want to die. There we go. There he is. He's going to make some more, which will try to hit us with some fireballs. They are pretty easy to sidestep. And I'm just going to take them out, which will force him into recasting the clone spell. But when he casts this one, there should be a lot of clones. We saw the game really lag out there. You can see how many clones were all over the room. It was pretty, yeah, that can get scary. That's the only scary part of that fight. But that's another boss down. Rite of Kindling, which allows us to kindle beyond the normal limit. Humanity, Homeward Bone. And what mask did we get? We got Mask of Mother, which is the worst one. Now, I could get even more risky. Up this ladder is an end game area, which if I do go in there, there is a ring that is super helpful, but it's behind a lot of really dangerous enemies. Do I want to take that risk? I'm not going to. I know that some people might think that it would be better to go in, but there's just so many enemies there that could one-shot me, and I've got some really good progress here that I don't want to waste. So we're just going to go ahead and take the Homeward Bone back up to Firelink Shrine and use some of these souls to level up. We're going to put one into Dex, put some more in Vitality. and 1 into endurance. And look at that HP bar. So much better than it was before. And let's go ahead and I think we're actually pretty well set to take on the Capra Demon. So to do that, we need to go back to where we fought Taurus Demon and head through that area. And that'll take us straight to Capra. And the reason we're doing Capra, by the way, who is technically an optional boss, is because he gives us access to an area that will allow us to upgrade our weapons beyond +5 into +10. I'm wondering if I could one-shot these guys with... I can. I was just thinking about it. I do have the Ring of Favor and Protection. I could probably equip these leather boots. And, yep, still fast rolling. I could go the upper way, but that would probably put me in a situation to where I'd have to fight... Uh-oh. Sketchy. We got it. If this were earlier in the game, we'd be in a little bit of a tricky situation there, but now you can see why I'm spending so much points into my HP. We could, by the way, we could have gone the other way around, if that's what I was trying to say, but then we risk having to deal with that dragon on top of the bridge, who can be kind of weird sometimes. So I'd just rather not, and just pick up some extra souls from some of these hollows. And wow, you've got some stability there. This will also give me an opportunity to take on the Black Knight that we saw down there to the right. And when we get past him, he does give us a ring, or well, he's protecting a ring that can really help us out in some clutch situations. So there is a pretty good parry rotation that we can get going on here. I have a lot of HP, so I shouldn't die too quick to this guy. So let's see if we can get ourselves in a good spot. That is 1.
Hey, you should go for another move. Alright, didn't work out. There we go, another parry.
And another kill. Good stuff. Another Titanite chunk, but no Black Knight weapon. That is perfectly fine. So blue Tearstone ring. And we are good to go. Not going to go down that way yet, because I really don't want to risk getting one shot by Havel, which is still a possibility, believe it or not. Despite my large health bar, he does some pretty insane damage. Okay, so plan is to deal with these dogs. Now this area can be pretty dangerous because, as you can see there, they're trying to apply some sort of status to me. That is blood loss, and if that gauge fills all the way up, we just take a chunk of free damage. And I'd rather not take that much damage right now. So we're gonna go ahead and jump attack these doors. This will kill some guys lying in wait to ambush us. And the other doors will still kick open, but this guy we can take out pretty easily. And its knife, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, doggy down. And now we've got another set of guys that are going to try and ambush us. This group we are going to have to fight. And they can be pretty dangerous if they catch you off guard. They've got parries, backstabs, and blood loss, as well as a knife throwing attack. But we do get the one-shots on them, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. We've got one more dog over here, I believe. There should be one more dog. Yeah, there he is. I don't know why I kicked him there. It was weird. Either way, we've got black leather. I forget which is better, regular leather or black. Black has better lightning resistance, but leather has better regular resistance. That's alright. Either way, go ahead and put on the black leather mask just to get that extra armor going. I think we're ready for Capra. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the gold pine resin here, and I'm gonna immediately book it for the stairs on the left. This is a tough boss fight, but I think we can get it. Okay, that was a very weird start, but actually made it through pretty well. Okay, the boss is gonna be a little annoying here. That's one dog down. That's 2 dogs down. Cool. And now it's just a sword fight. with this giant guy. The dogs are what really make that fight a pain in the butt. This guy on his own is actually not too bad. You can see he doesn't even do too much damage. And there's the kill. Great Capra Demon fight. I was actually a little concerned about that one, but looks like we really had no reason to be. So I forget how many souls that gives us. 6,000. I'll take it. There's a guy on the left here. Yeah, you're super dead with that lightning pine resin. Ooh, let's not kill Capra Demon and then lose to a thief. That'd be embarrassing. Okay, so that he gave us a key to go down to the area to the right there. I want to head up here and unlock a door to another merchant who does sell us some pretty good stuff. I'm gonna sell us charcoal pine resin, which is just like golden pine resin, except it is fire element instead of lightning. And also gonna sell us some moss. So we're gonna pick up 3 of these. Another 2 of these, as well as I'd say 5 of these. So now we have some fire resin, which is really nice. We have purple moss, regular kind, which just cures poison, and blooming purple, which can cure both poison and toxin. And basically, if we don't have purple moss and we're toxic, it's basically game over at that point. We just basically have to hope that we have enough time to homeward bone and make it back to a bonfire before the toxins kill us. Alright, so we're headed into the last area here of today. Okay, it looks like we have Disasters Are Gone after Gravelord Survey. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I know what that is, but we're not going to worry too much about it because it doesn't really affect us. But headed into probably the last area we'll go into today. And we're going to take this a bit slow. There's a few things we want here. We're also going to get access to pyromancy down here. I completely forgot that that's also a thing that I wanted. So there's going to be a few enemies that are kind of dangerous, but nothing too bad. Alright, these guys with the torches can be a bit annoying because they deal fire damage instead of physical. And they can combo pretty quickly with that little rush attack we saw the first one do. We've got some dogs down here and the first of 2 butchers. Butchers are pretty easy to take care of. I should have just blocked. That was my mistake. Oh, that's right. These guys are a little stronger than usual. Alright, we're going to back up and heal. Alright, butchers are pretty easy to take on. Their attacks are pretty slow moving and very predictable. They can also be parried and backstabbed. So, lots of weaknesses. They do hit pretty hard if they catch you, but we're just not going to let them catch us. So this gives us the first of 2 items we were really looking for while we were down here. The Large Ember, which will allow us to upgrade Past plus 5 with the use of Large Titanite. We got some more dogs down here. Just gonna take them out as well as the hollow on the right, so they don't interrupt our fight with the second butcher. And you're under this platform, which is really annoying. We got it, though. Oh, there was the hollow decided to run up to me there. That's kind of frightening to think about, but good to know that he's gone. So we're going to go ahead and free our friend Laurentius here. And he will meet us back in Firelink to teach us pyromancies. We're going to run out. And the butcher should be dropping down. There she is. Yes, butchers are she's. And that's butcher number 2 down. Gives us the le sac. And there's one more thing I want to do before we leave here. I want to go ahead and get ourselves a certain... I want to get ourselves some more pine resin from a merchant down here. Yeah, there's another guy down here who sells golden pine resin, which I'm going to want against a certain boss because she is mainly fire. That's her main element, so I'm going to want lightning against her. And she is not an optional boss, so we're going to go ahead and buy out all of his lightning pine resin and leave it at that. And with that, we've kind of cleared out the depths as much as I wanted to. I didn't really want to do much in the depths just because I don't really care to fight the Gaping Dragon. Yeah, he's more souls, but that's also another opportunity for us to die, which I'd rather not take. So, we have got ourselves about 6,000 souls. I will gladly take that. Another boost to vitality. And what else did we get there? We got ourselves the large ember. We've got a rite of kindling. Alright, we got 2 more things, really. I guess 3 more. Before we end the episode off, we're going to talk to our friend Laurentius. We're going to tell him no. He's going to give us access to pyromancy. Of course, we don't have any pyromancies at the moment, so we can go ahead and grab ourselves fireball and combustion.
Goodbye, then.
And we can use those if we can get ourselves a level here. So I used some souls in order to hopefully level up our attunement, but it looks like we won't be able to reach that. But not going to be too much of a problem. We still have 1 attunement slot. We can save up some souls and get ourselves a second one later. But basically, we now have pyromancy, which is really cool. So I could actually equip my pyromancy. There we go. So now we have fireballs, which is really nice. We're going to get our hands on some better pyromancies as the game goes on. But for now, fireballs serves as a really good ranged ability for us to use. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go over to Andre and give him the large ember, which will allow us to start upgrading our weapons even more. Although I don't think we have any large titanite at the moment, so we can't exactly make any meaningful upgrades. Alright, so let's give him the large ember. And so if we had large titanite, we could upgrade into a club +6, but we don't have any large titanite. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that alone. Alright, last thing we want to do, I went ahead and homeward boned back over to Firelink Shrine. Last thing I want to do is, I don't see how many active units we have. We actually have 4 already. Perfect. In fact, we've got 1 extra that I need. So we're going to go ahead and go human. And hopefully we stay human for the rest of the series, because the only way we go back now is if we die, and I don't want to do that, you know, because that kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge. Either way, though, we're going to be able to upgrade Firelink Shrine to now give us 20 Estus flasks, which I am very happy about. So with that, I think that's a great place to end today's episode. Actually, you know what? Screw this guy. We're just gonna nail him with some fireballs. Maybe. Maybe not. This guy's pretty easy to kill and he's free souls. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy out real quick. He doesn't serve us any purpose. So, he's free souls. You're getting parried on, son. Get burned, my brother. Oh yeah, brother, get yourself burned. An extra 1k souls, I'll take that. And I think that's about it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and check with Laurentius real quick how much Fire Orb is, and I might just sell. Alright, not sell, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some points into upgrading our Pyromancy Flame up to a +2. It can go all the way up to +15, and then we can upgrade it into an even better Pyromancy Flame at another person. But none of that really matters. What matters is we didn't die today. I am very happy about that. So that is going to be the end of today's episode. We managed to get ourselves through Taurus Demon, through the Gargoyles, kill the Capra Demon, kill Pinwheel, so that's 4 bosses. Managed to grab ourselves a bigger Ember, upgrade our club, and grab a bunch of equipment that will hopefully serve us very well as we head down into Blighttown next episode, and maybe even some bigger areas than that. We shall see. Either way, though, if you guys did enjoy that episode, please give it a thumbs up, bop that subscribe button, and ring-a-tingling that little bell to be notified whenever I drop another video. And as always, I will see you guys on the flip side. Later!